Hey, Paulie here from Hero. Today I want to talk to you about how to build up your running capacity in order to run a half marathon. 3 months ago, I was barely able to stumble my way through 5 kilometers. And just last week, I was able to smash out 21.2 kilometers with relative ease. Yes, I'm a strength and conditioning coach of 18 plus years, but I am not an endurance athlete, nor have I had any interest in pursuing anything of the like. However, I strongly, firmly believe that a lot of the principles that I apply to my strength work have been able to transpose really effectively to the endurance world, and I'd love to take you through those today. Over the past 18 years, I've been able to guide a whole bunch of people from all walks of life to be able to achieve things that they didn't think were possible at the beginning of their journey. And I'd love to just explain to you these principles that have been able to build up their confidence and their understanding of what is possible within their bodies and their minds so they can do it. I'm the first to admit that I didn't think I could do this half marathon, and applying these principles to my own life, I was able to actually change what I thought was possible within my own self. Hey guys, thought I'd document my Monday runs moving forward. My 16 kilometer run, got an 18k run, about to hit it. 14k run today. About to begin my 16 kilometer run. I'm about to hit an 11k run along the beach. Recovery run today, 7 kilometers, taking it nice and easy. This is my last big run before my 21k. So let me take you through some of the key concepts that I was able to really bring myself across the line, but bringing myself across the line with a certain level of tenacity, joy, and style. And ultimately, if we're going to be able to achieve something, we don't want to be doing it against our will. We want to be able to relish the opportunity to stand up to the challenge and step into this new identity. And that's the first step. I previously did not identify with being an endurance athlete. Every run is a personal best distance for me moving forward. This was a massive barrier for me. I didn't know that I even wanted to do this until somebody suggested that we embark on this endurance pursuit, and I was like, okay, let's do it. This is, uncharted territories for me, which is a really exciting time. I don't think I've run more than 7 kilometers in a row my entire life up until now. Once I stepped into that identity as somebody who was able to become an endurance athlete, that opened the door of what was actually possible. So every day that I went for a run, I saw myself no longer as just a strength athlete, but also an endurance athlete. And this just kept that door open as to what is possible. That was undoubtedly the most challenging run I've ever been on. The next thing I had was a plan, program, and structure. And this comes down to everything in life. If you want to be able to set a goal in a finite time, the ultimate idea was to be able to set that lofty goal and then reverse engineer it back into daily steps. And that's exactly what I did. And I didn't concern myself with the end goal, which was the half marathon. It really was just about waking up every day and doing what I needed to do on that particular day. That's hard. The next step was applying the concept of progressive overload, a very simple concept that allows you to slowly increase your capacity as you continue along your journey. And it's amazing what can happen when you are patient and you build up slowly and consistently. There is definitely a way to be able to do it in a non-intimidating fashion, week in, week out. I have a motto, and that is consistency over intensity. If you apply this and you have patience, you're ultimately always going to be able to achieve your goals. It's been a real slow progressive overload. So if I can do this, I know you can. The next rule I applied and I was really vigilant on was rest. Now this came in many different ways, but ultimately I didn't come from an endurance background. So if I overdid it, I was going to get injured. And I knew that. So I needed to be patient with my body and my mind, even though sometimes my mind got a little bit eager and wanted to go 2 steps forward. I knew I'd end up 3 steps behind. Even if it was a niggling injury, I needed to be patient. So I stuck to the plan and I rested when it was the assigned time to rest, and I spent time with flexibility, I spent time with mobility, I spent time rolling out, taking care of my nutrition, and also just being available for my body and my mind as I needed it. Just really starting by loosening up that hip joint, trying to get it all the way up to the sky for a series of 8. You're going to look over your left shoulder, and you're going to try and bring that left hand as far down while actively push our knees down. Then you're going to move and follow your hands all the way around behind you. But give those legs a little bit of a recovery. The next step was making it enjoyable. If I didn't make this thing enjoyable, well, there was no way I was going to rock up every day to participate. I made sure that I drove to an environment that was pleasing to the eye. I got to the beach. I got to run by the ocean. Out by St Kilda, where am I? Brighton Sea Baths. It's a beautiful, fresh, sunny day in Melbourne. I got to listen to some of the most amazing epic tunes that I could possibly listen to that inspired me to just absolutely become a beast on the running track. Listening to Paul's Boutique, directly followed by Check Your Head. I listened to podcasts that inspired me. Podcast with Brene Brown, and she talks to another clinical psychologist and the importance of saying I'm sorry in relationships. And I will be immersing myself in Melbourne Football Club related material, and only Melbourne Football Club related material, because we are the premiers. So I created my internal and external environment to be able to be in a place where I wanted to be. Who's got the brain of JFK? Wasn't it always hell? Yeah. My next step was building a community. I found this to be a really, really powerful step because we held each other and supported each other to be able to have that common goal. And we were with a group of dads that were able to strive towards a goal, whether it was a half marathon, 5K, 10K, 15K. We knew that we were working towards the same direction. And, we held each other accountable to that. And we were able to support each other on the same journey. So this is a massive, massive step that I believe is heavily overlooked. A lot of the boys from Hero Tribe are sharing that sense of accomplishment with me. So I'm riding that wave. I touched on this earlier. This is the most powerful and the most important step, hands down. Accountability is everything when it comes to pursuing a goal. And if you were to ask me to participate in an endurance event previously, I would have cringed at the thought. But putting it out there and being a part of this community and saying, I am going to participate in this. My vote's in. I figure, let's just do this. It made me accountable. And I asked that of the rest of the community to hold the mirror up and to make me accountable to be able to participate this, rain, hail or shine. In fact, I relished the opportunity when the conditions were bad because I knew every single time I stepped out there and it was raining or it was galing a wind, I was building that resilience towards this endurance work. And then the rains just started coming thick and fast, but whew, you know what? Bring it on. That's just unbelievable. The more of an environmental challenge, the better, I say. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 7 main key aspects that were able to really transform me from being a strength athlete that didn't think he had any capacity to be an endurance athlete into being an endurance athlete. I mean, I can now safely say that I ran a half marathon and I was able to do it with ease, actually. I was able to step into that and basically have a conversation with a friend for the first 18 kilometers of it and punch my way through it. And here I am today to really guide you guys should you have any queries whatsoever. Now is the time to be able to step into your power and actually take on a challenge like this. If this is something you've ever wanted to do and you've been fearful of being able to do it, I guarantee you that if you follow these rules, if you follow these laws, you will be able to transform yourself into an endurance athlete. If you got value or liked this video, please like and subscribe to this channel because there are going to be a whole heap more videos just like this. I'll keep you updated on how I went on the way home. Peace.